Today we are going to assemble the Imer 200 VA tile saw. Begin by taking out the instructions and the stand. Lift the saw stand supports out. Remove the upper saw stand. Take out the side table, the other upper saw stand, the gauge, the saw, and then take out the water pan and get rid of the box so we have some room to work. Move the tray to the side and open your pack of instructions, which also contains some nuts, bolts, and a wrench to put the saw together. First thing we're going to do is start assembling the stand. We're going to begin by taking the bottom half of the stand. We are going to temporarily slide a bolt through and hand tighten the nut. This is just a temporary hold to hold it in place for a minute while you continue assembling the stand. Next, go ahead and grab the rabbet and re-loosen the bolt. Pay close attention to how we put this rabbet on, because if you put it on incorrectly, the saw will collapse all the way to the ground. It's very important to have this part on the saw. Take the other rabbet and install it the same way. What that does is once it is installed and tightened up, it allows us to set the saw stand down, and then it won't collapse all the way to the floor. Notice how the rabbet is installed. It is very important that it looks like this. We're going to go ahead and tighten up the stand now. And a quick look at how the rabbet looks on the other side. Go ahead and set the stand down. Take the upper saw stand part and slide it into each side of the lower saw stand. You have to try to make sure that you slide both sides in at the same time. Pick up the other upper half of the saw stand and slide that into place. Make sure both are inserted all the way. Grab the plastic water pan. Make sure it seats onto the stand properly. Here we are getting it settled onto the stand. The nice thing about this tile saw is once the tray is seated properly onto the stand, the head is fully assembled with the blade and the water pump. Basically, just set the saw into the plastic tray and move the cord around to the notch in the back. Make sure that the cord and the water hose is properly coming out of the notch in the back. Go ahead and grab the side tray. You're going to lift it at a slight angle and slide it under the aluminum tray and then drop it down into place. Next, we will attach the gauge. And last, we will take the rod that supports the water hose and electrical cable and insert it into the top of the saw. To see this saw cut, check out our tile saw comparison video at www.masterwholesale.com.